Om Shanti. My name is Cody, and we're going to go through a nice, cozy evening practice, perfect before you go to bed. Let's get into it. Om Shanti. We'll begin in a seated position, so get yourself comfortable, upright. Take a few deep breaths into the stomach. Really feeling the body deflate with the exhalation. Giving in to gravity. Allow the breath to flow normally. And imagine yourself a river throughout this practice. Each posture becomes a bend or a twist. The water is always seeking the lowest point, settling in the places that pool and creating rapids in the places that fight. Flow through all of it and observe ever pull towards gravity. Deepening the breath, sit back into the hands, release the legs so the heels land on the ground, and just windshield wiper side to side. Then prepare for our first posture, which is going to be coming into a squat. So grab a block, a few or just one. Turn to face front and allow the sit bones to come onto the block. Just noticing your first moment of entry in so that you can make an intelligent decision on how you want to manipulate the body. We have options to move the feet further away from each other or closer, further away from the hips. We can allow the body to stay upright, or we can begin to fold towards the ground, letting the spine slump forward. And the knees might splay out to the side. Just explore some of the positioning for a moment. Explore the shape. What's comfortable? What brings you to your edge? allows you to rest, to let go, to flow down the river that this posture creates. Observe the sensations throughout the body. What lines are being created? What sensations are talking to you? If you were in the fold of the posture, as you deepen the breath, just slightly lift up, just an inch at a time. Use the hands to support the spine until the forearms come back to the knees. And we'll grab the bolster. I like to send the legs out a little bit for this while I bring the bolster as close in towards my hip as possible. And then from here, bring the heels nice and close to the hips. And just kind of rocking forward till the hips come off, bringing us into our dangle forward fold. How close do you want the feet together? How deep do you want to bend in the knees? What's the placement of the arms? Resting towards the ground, supported by opposite elbow. How much more can you let go of the neck? Feeling the waterfall of this posture as it travels from the tailbone to the heels, and then from the tailbone along the spine, through the top of the head and arms. Release the arms as you deepen the breath. Then use the arms as a counterweight as you lower the hips back to the block. Using this posture as a counter to the dangle, you might keep the spine upright, allowing that water to flow down the back. You might even lift the chin up towards the sky, imagining rain pouring into that river. Slowly lowering yourself off the block into a seated position with the legs in front of you. We're going to make our way into caterpillar, or forward fold. You might find that keeping the knees on the ground is okay for this one, or you might bring a blanket, a rolled up blanket or a bolster under the knees. And then from here, you'll release into the forward fold. Again, you can have a bolster in front of the stomach as well. Letting the forearm support you as you release the chest towards the legs. You might find that having a block for the head or another part of the body is nice here. We can feel the water having spilled over from its waterfall, from its dangled posture, into the pool below. The whole body sinks downward first. Feel the breath pressing into the stomach, against the thighs. And then use the hands to bring the spine upright. Just sit upright for a moment. Feel the spine floating upwards and all of the energy traveling down to the pool of the hips. The hands sit back. And then begin to spread the legs one after the other. Bring the hands forward, situate your blocks so that you can release down into your straddle, using the bolster on the blocks if you'd like. And slowly sinking forward. Water that pool, traveling to the next stream. Taking about 5 more deep breaths. And slowly press the hands into the earth, rising up as the hands walk back towards the hips. Sitting upright. Again, feeling that water travel back to the pool and the hips, spreading out through the legs. And then bring the bolster off to the side, removing the block. Bring one leg in, and then the other. Sit back into the hands. Open the chin up towards the sky. Let the head just fall backwards for a moment. And the chin can come back to center. And then we'll bend the knees and bring the bolster underneath the knees and lower down onto the back. Pressing the feet into the earth, lift the hips up, slide the bolster underneath the sacrum. Take a full breath here. And then guide the knees one after the other towards the chest. Grabbing behind the thighs, just above the knee. Knees can splay out to either side. Coming into our happy baby, we might keep the hands in this position. We might bring them around the shins so we get a little bit more draw in. We can open up the knees, sending the feet flat towards the sky. You could also grab a hold of the feet if it feels comfortable for us. Allowing the hips to splay open. Allow the knees to drop towards the earth. Our river tumbling and flowing quickly downwards off the pool from the waterfall. Feel the breath of the river with the breath in the back, pressing into the kidney areas. Releasing the feet, let the heels come towards the hips. Soften, letting the knees open up a little bit, the hips open up until one foot and then the other foot comes to the ground. Resting in this very low supported bridge. And then lifting the hips off the bolster, press the bolster down. And you might remove it as the hips come to the ground or press it so that it's under the knees for your Shavasana. So you have that nice little bend in the knees. Eventually the hands Move away from the body with the palms facing up, fully resting on your back. In Shavasana, we can imagine the river completed its journey back to the ocean. Now a part of its own current. Allow yourself to float here, letting go of tension throughout the body. Deepen the breath towards the stomach. Wiggling fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Roll to your right side, coming into a fetal position. And all the way up to a seat. And close by chanting Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. may be blessed with radiant joy, peace, prosperity, and abundant health. Om Shanti.